a review for Terminator 2D No Fate. I want to tell you guys the truth. This is 100% in my top 5 games of 2025. And in a little bit, we'll look at my Game of the Year list. But this is a side-scrolling action game that is reminiscent of games from the Super Nintendo and Genesis, where they'd be based on IPs, like movies. You know, back then there was the RoboCop vs. Terminator. There was the Terminator games. It uses the pixel graphics. There's side-scrolling action. Let me jump ahead. Awesome boss battles, awesome controls. Each level is different enough to where there's so much variety. I'm playing one level and I'm shooting around. I'm playing another level and it's more like a brawler. And then I might play another level that has shooting, but it's more tactical. It's more about stopping to shoot and aim, but some are run and gun. You have extra items on some levels, and I beat the game, right? And then it plays through the story of Terminator 2, and either it takes some things from other Terminators or it kind of creates its own story, I guess. But basically, you're going through levels that are based on scenes and situations in the movies, and this is what I think gaming got away from and should come back to and do, where it's like, yeah, this isn't exactly what it looked like in the movie, but it's good enough to feel like you're taking part in that. And I love how they do that. So, you know, for instance, this level we're showing here, this is more of a stealth mission. And normally I'd hate stealth missions, but this is probably my favorite mission in the whole game. The music is sick. The surprises are sick. There's a neat thing coming up I want to skip because I don't want you guys to see it. And then, yeah, there's even levels where you're in vehicles and you're avoiding obstacles and then shooting at a helicopter that's shooting you. But anyway, as you go through story mode, you come across 2 different instances where you can choose what to do next, and this gives the game 3 different endings. So I've actually gone through and played the game, the 3 different endings. Also, when you beat it, you unlock a couple more modes. You unlock an infinite mode, which I played through and I got 1,000 kills with the T800. And then there's there's like this mother, it has something to do with a mom. It's a mode where it's no continues, and it's all of the Sarah Connor levels mashed together, which is fun. So, and why do I say Game of the Year? I feel like the 2D action that we see in this game is the best 2D side-scrolling action when it comes to a game like this, when it's based on an IP and it's just run and gun, even throwing in the hand-to-hand combat. As a Metroidvania, like if this was built out as a Metroidvania, this would be the best combat for a Metroidvania. Again, even though there is a level where you actually can move foreground, background as Arnold because it's more of a brawler, that could be its own game too, a beat-em-up. A side-scroller beating up, that's in the Terminator franchise, but also make a Metroidvania with this control, because, like, I'm not a huge Terminator fan, but I think Terminator's awesome. I watched the second one so much. I saw it in the theaters when I was a kid. I remember seeing it with my dad in the theater, and I loved it. But it's more about the gameplay and the mechanics that actually make this. And I will say the music. And it could be because I'm familiar with Terminator music, but the music in this game is just so good. It's like taking the best bits of classic gaming and modern or music and modern and just making something that works. You know, there's just so much good with this game because even there's a cheat menu. So once you beat it, or if I did this on stream accidentally last week, but if you go left and right on the CRT shader on and off for a bit, it unlocks the cheat menu. The cheat menu is great because then I can play through on the super hard difficulties where there's way more enemies, but would be near impossible, and allows me to just play. It has practice mode. It has an arcade mode too, so if you don't want to go through story but want to go through like arcade, no continues. This game is incredible. I want them to make more IPs in this way. I want to see an Evil Dead 2 game made like this, because what if the cabin is multiple floors and it's really big? Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but that's what I mean in these style of 2D games. It's the experience. Run around with the chainsaw and the shotgun. There's so many other IPs. Yeah, and honestly, you could take a random IP, like let's say Time Cop. I know they made that into a game. I don't think it was very good, but You could just take that IP. Why don't you make a side-scrolling game about it? I mean, you can. So, this game's great. I even think it's worth the price. I also want to say this is the first time with a video game that I felt like I was paying for an experience outside of playing, if that makes sense. Like, when I was playing on the very hard difficulty, I turned on all the cheat codes so that I didn't die, and I just had fun going through the game, looking at the amazing graphics. The art in this is incredible. Listening to the amazing music, having fun feeling the controls. That's what makes this game fun. So anyway, that is my review of Terminator 2D No Fate. I think it's 100% worth getting. I just don't know if maybe younger generation or people that are not used to these 2D games that they would find it fun, but to me, there's so much to do, and it's so fun, and I wanted to show you guys. I've put in 6 hours and 39 minutes. I've had Metroid Prime 4 for an extra weekend, and I have less time in Metroid Prime 4. So to give you guys an idea of how much I enjoying playing Terminator 2D No Fate, and even the achievements, I have 25 out of 32, and I am really working to get them because it is just fun to play. This game is fun. It's worth it.